What's up guys, JD here with another video for you. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I wanted to kind of go over a knife that I've had for a little while, talk a little bit about why I picked this particular knife up, and then give you my impressions and thoughts. So we're going to be talking about this particular Boker Strike. This is the automatic variant. I have never had an automatic knife before, and it's a very interesting knife. Let's go on over to the bench, take a closer look, and dive into the knife a little bit more. All right guys, we're back over at the bench to take a closer look at the Boker Strike. This is my very first automatic. It is a very well-made knife. I can say, even though it is more on the budget end of those automatic knives that are out there, it did come at the recommendation of Blade HQ as a knife that you would want to check out on a budget if you weren't 100% sure about doing an automatic knife. What's new to me here is that it has the safety.
Castro around third. Here's the play at the plate and save.
So it will not let you deploy the knife with that safety in place or the safety lock on. The action is pretty good. I mean, I don't have any experience or reference points for automatic knives, but it does feel like it shoots right open, and it works very consistently. The spring is not so heavy that I have a hard time with closing it. I think it's probably a little bit of an adjustment if you're not used to it. And I honestly probably would say I prefer not having the resistance. The blade came nice and centered. It does come with a reversible tip up or tip down deep carry pocket clip, and it is deep carry because if you look at something like, say, the R2D2 from Ontario, you can see this is a low profile pocket clip, but it is not deep carry because it actually comes straight out from the mounting point, whereas this comes up and over the mounting point, thus making it, by all intents and purposes, a deep carry pocket clip. Scales are done in aluminum. They're very nicely done. They have a really good texture to them, lots of gripping. There's no hot spots in the grip of the knife. It fits really well in hand. It has very nice jimping here, very grippy without being overdone, without feeling like they're uncomfortable to use if needed. The Aussate steel is fine. It is a polished blade. At this price point, I really wasn't expecting much from the Boker Plus, so I'm happy to have the Aussate. Very easy to maintain that knife. Now, I will say with the deep carry pocket clip, it is a little bit of a hot spot.
This is fine.
There, when you go to grip the knife, I can definitely feel that it is indenting into my hand when I'm going to grip down to do any work. Good thickness on the blade, and again, really good action. The knife is doing all the work. I really couldn't tell you if it's drop shot or anything as far as smoothness goes. I can only tell you that the resistance is minimal, and I appreciate the safety lock there, so there's no unintentional deployment. The other thing I'll say about this knife, even though it is a very old model, really good ergonomics. I can see why it has remained around. It is a really, really good in-hand knife, very comfortable to hold and use. Not something that I EDC. Again, it was just a very affordable knife to take a look at automatic knives, and I have to continue to use it and handle it to really form an opinion. It's too early at this point. If you were to ask me at this point if I would buy another automatic knife, I'd probably say no. I really like the thumb deploys, compression lock, able locks, access locks knives. They're much more fidgetable and feel a lot more secure when you can actually just close that knife without having any fingers in the blade path. Very, very easy to manage these types of knives. As opposed to a knife with a spring system in it, you really need to exercise caution when closing to make sure that you don't have anything in the blade path. And as you can see, I've kind of developed the index finger approach to closing the knife, which is a little bit of an adjustment for me because I'm not quite used to that. What is your take, thoughts, and impression? And I know that they have the Kalashnikov that is out there. That's another automatic that I know that they have said has really good action. And I've actually been keeping my eye out for the Desert Warrior. I think that would just be really cool to have in the collection. Unfortunately, never fast enough to pull the trigger on getting that one. Another very affordable knife that I think would be fun to own as far as just like a collection piece. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think. I'm not quite sure what the spring action was like on the older models, but this one feels really, really good, really crisp firing, very snappy. I mean, it hits, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be knocked out of my hand.
He's allowing Mike Tyson to trap him in the corner.
So that is my thoughts on the Boker Strike. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.